Hello there everyone again, it's MTG UK Mythic Quest. We're here for quite an exciting box open of Masters 25. I know it's not as highly as rated as some of the other Master series, but I got it for £175. When you compare that to £400 of an ultimate box, or which you'll probably get slightly less, I think you get some good value. There's some really big bombs in here. We've got Phyrexian Altar being my personal favourite. But you've got a few of the Planeswalkers, like I think it's Jace is in here, and you've got Chalice of the Voids. Lovely box. In US terms, that would be $214 what I got it for. Very nice display booster box. We'll get this out. So again, I think you get 24 packs. So without further ado, let's just start cracking them. Again, not very organised with this, so let's see if we can keep it somewhat organised relative to last time. There are some good commons and uncommons, but we'll go through those after. For now, we'll just see what the bombs are, in case we get any. Yeah, I mean, compared to Double Masters, I don't think there's as many good or classic cards. Grenzo Dungeon Warden, Phyrexian Ghoul in the foil. I don't think that's a very good rare of the set to be starting with. But yeah, to compare to Double Masters, I think price wise, you probably still get quite a lot of value out of this. It was up for $190. I ended up getting it slightly cheaper, so $170 and $175 with delivery. Fortune Thief. Nice rare there, not too exciting. Ghost Ship, lovely foil. Yeah, I think it's nearly sort of, what, £70 cheaper. Double Master's obviously still going up in price. Of course, there's some bigger hits, different sort of artwork as well. But there's definitely some absolute classic cards in here. So we go to the uncommons. Simeon Spirit Guide, this is a very nice uncommon. Pyroclasm. Decree of Justice. Nice four there, still not a rare foil. Hopefully we get a couple of those within these packs. So the Phyrexian Obliterator is one of the cards that I personally would love to pull out of these. Well, Chalice of the Void, of course, being the main mythic of the set. Flash is our rare. Ishan Shade. So again, anything that's sort of over £5 or £6, if I can see it, I'll read it out. I'm not too familiar. I know obviously some of the cards that I've played with over the years, but value-wise, I'm not too familiar with all of the prices of this set. Although, again, I do know that value-wise, there are at least sort of 20 cards that are above £5, and you've got some good chances of pulling something. Lacractus Champion there, nothing that. I think you've got a Lumi in here, Luminarch Ascension. That's one of the sort of rares that I'd like to put into one of my decks as well. Hopefully we can pull that. Doomsday, quite a cool card. Token there. Again, if we get to 100 subscribers, which I know just starting out the channel in this, I just thought I bought some Magic cards and I thought I might as well open them, especially some of the out of print stuff, just to see if it's worthwhile going back. I will do some videos later about the value and if it's worth it overall as a box. Living Death. Oh, a flashy mythic here, shiny mythic, Gyelsa. I think that is a very nice pull, to be honest. Probably about a $12 card, so I don't know, probably like £8 or something. But that's just in the normal. In the foil, it's probably, oh, I didn't realise that. $29 apparently according to Goldfish, so very nice pull there. Very, very nice. Hopefully you can see that okay. Yeah, wow. So, wasn't expecting that. Living Death, I'm not too sure if is that up there at all. Not too. Oh yeah, I think it is as well. To be fair, I think it actually is one of the rare packs. So very, very nice pack there. Rare and a mythic foil. I mean, absolutely fantastic. hopefully we can get some more of those packs in here. Some, I don't know about quite a god pack, but I mean, double mythic would be nice if you can get one of those. Uncommons, we got Elvish Piper, also a very nice rare. So again, sort of one of those that's sort of in the $7.50 according to Goldfish. I will scan these and go through sort of prices in pounds and dollars and how much they're worth and how much I paid for them. Nice foil. There's not too much sort of double colours in this, I can see, so quite standard stuff, probably quite easy to fit in lots of decks. Mishira Factory, Lightning Bolt, very nice pull there. We got, I've been talking about not having things to play. You've got a Cascade Plus. I mean, it's just a nice land to be able to use. I think it is probably like a £5-6 card, but good. And then another land, but not anything too special. But nice land pull there. I think there are a few. I think that might be one of the better ones to pull, to be honest. Of the dual lands in this set, which is nice to see. Dark Ritual, very nice card to play with. Got 10 commons. Summoner's Pact. And a foil there. Ooh. Unfortunately, that to be fair there. Summoner's Pact again. Not one of the better ones, unfortunately, but we've started off all right so far. We've got some good rare pulls. Hopefully, we get a few more mythics. Just the one shiny mythic, I think, so far. We'll leave away from all the rest. Although, so there is a rare. Again, I see. I mean, the disorganisation is crazy. Had a few beers while I'm doing this. So, not expecting perfection. We'll organise them later, that's for certain. Scan them as well on a Delver's Lens. I think that's probably the best app to use in the UK. It gives me the pound mark of the card, which is good. Oh, good. And the rare is Edian of the Great Reveal. I think that is a very, very nice pull, to be honest. One of the better ones. I'm just looking at it now. It's like a $23 card, so it must be like £18. I think I'm starting to recognise it actually now. I'm looking at the artwork, just looking away from filming. I think this is a very, it's a very, very used card. So lovely, lovely pull. Not a mythic, but I think actually the best rare of the set. So we'll take that. Open up some more. Again, not sort of any of the borderless artwork or any of the new stuff. This was released in 2018, but again, I quite like it still. I quite like it. I don't think the flashiness and this. I do obviously like some cards having certain things, but I think they should be rare slots. I don't think mythic or sort of commons and uncommons should have too much treatment. I think they should just be standard cards. So we've got Brian Strawtram. I don't think that is one of the better ones. Vessel of Necessity. Again, my dyslexia again is probably not helping. Maybe keep that out of the way. That other go. Yeah, so again, I think I might have mentioned it earlier already. Pacifism, lovely card. I remember this from sort of when I started playing Magic for the first time when I was like 13. Long time ago now, maybe 12. Actually, maybe I was a bit younger than that, so about 15 years ago. And then just recently got back into Magic a few years ago, but that is a card I remember having in my old deck. So definitely some nostalgia in here already for me, which is nice. I think we've already got one of those. Coruscant Colossus, Myriad Landscape, Persistent Tar, Pact of Negation. Oh wow, well, that's a very I mean, it has to be. I mean, apparently it's not worth too much on here, but. Just again, £11 or something. I thought it'd be worth a bit more. Look at that. Maybe it's the artwork that people don't like, but a 0 drop to counter spell would take that. I mean, obviously you lose the game if you don't pay the 5, but still, it can still get you going. Very nice spell to add into any type of deck running blue. It's a unique card, anyway, I'll tell you that. Counter Spell. Very nice cards. I think we pulled that in a previous videos. Regrowth again, another very usable card. Sundarian Titan. Obviously can be used in various different cards. Don't think it's worth too much. Genji of the Falls. I do like that foil. You can definitely see it on that artwork. It does come across quite nice. So far we've had 2 pretty decent pulls, probably just over halfway maybe. Hopefully we can get one of those Phyrexian Obliterators that I'd love to get. Another Cultivate. Another Pacifism that I was talking about. Murder, very useful card. Humble Defector. Blue Sun Zenith. Very nice card. Don't think it's worth too much, but very nice card indeed. The Treasure Keeper foil. Still just the 1 rare or mythic foil so far. So they are quite hard to pull. No wonder it's sort of worth a bit more. Must be definitely more those chase foils anyway in those rare slots. Especially not there being any, or not being able to buy any sort of collector's packs or anything like that. Keeps everything on the same footing. Just have to crack the packs. Obviously it's out of print. Most of it's gone, so it's easier to sort of judge unless they reprint things. Another Regrowth. Goblin War Drums. Another land. Twilight Mire. And just a standard common foil. Let's see, we'll go through these a bit quicker. So, I always say that and then just like see a card that pops out a little bit. Uncommons, Watchwolf. Phyrexian Obliterator. Wow. Just saying it and it just came out to be true. I mean, fantastic. I thought I was going to even end up trying to buy this card, but I did just buy this before even looking into it. What a fantastic pull. I think that is the 3rd best in the set, probably about $35 I think it is. But yeah, I think whatever that is in pounds, probably like 30 quid or something. Probably the 3rd most expensive in the set actually, but wow, what a pull. Very, very happy with that. I'm very pleased. I can't believe it, halfway through as well. I think now we can only target the Chalice of the Void and the Jace. See, that's what I mean. If you keep your reservoir, sort of your dreams sort of reserved, don't aim for the top card, aim for one of the top 5 instead. Oh, I'm very happy to pull that indeed. I'll definitely go over it again at the end of the video, the rares and mythics that we pull. The Ratcatcher. A Nicol Bolas in foil. That must be, I mean, I know it's not a tremendously expensive cards, but in the foil it might be. And again, it's one of those sort of cult cards, isn't it? Like he's a very famous Planeswalker. Let me just have a little look actually on purpose just to see the value of this. I mean, I do love that forward texture. It's the 2nd foil that we've pulled. Yeah, again, it's only sort of like a $2 card, but in the foil it seems to be like a $7-8 card. I thought it would be. I think you only need one of them if you are going to play it in as a commander, and if you do want to bling it out, there's not too many of them out there in those chase cards, especially the foils. Look at that, lovely, 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 lovely card. Very happy. Let me just move that again over there. I think deserves it. The Ratcatcher I didn't really, so I'm just going to take a sip of. Yeah, after sort of all this hard work opening a Nicol Bolas foil. I do like the foils in these packs a bit better than sort of in the current modern day packs, I must have to say. I do think, I did pack a Praetorian Hulk foil when I opened one of these randomly sort of a while back, and I mean I was so excited to sort of open that. Yeah, I don't think the Ratcatcher's definitely not up there, so we'll move on steadily. Another counter spell. Lord of Elf, very quite useful card to ramp up. Oh, here goes an uncommon. Conflux, very expensive card to drop. But again, if you're playing sort of crazy sort of multi or sort of the like complete sort of colour of Magic, and you're playing with a Nicol Bolas. Maybe not actually no to be good play actually with that, sorry I'm being silly. But if you played it with a Tiamat or something, that'd be quite a nice card. Nice. So expensive to drop though, I mean 5 mana of every type and then an extra 3. I mean, unless you're obviously running the dual lands in pretty much every slot. Have a counter spell. There's a few of these. We've seen this little pattern there, I suppose. Counter spell, Nido spell bomb, Ardo health. Hopefully we don't get the same rares. Blood Moon. Very nice card there, must say. Yeah, it's again not sort of super expensive, but very usable card in some decks. People hate it. Probably one of the most saltiest cards. I played against it recently actually, and sort of it had a pretty big impact straight away. You dropped it on sort of turn 3, and it was just changed the game really from there. And a 4 lightning bolt. I think I'm going to check that out as well. I think that's probably pretty fairly decent pull. Lightning bolts are I mean, it's just 1 drop for 3 damage. In standard these days, it's at least 2 for 3 damage, really, without some type of repercussion. Alone, it's a $2 card. I know there's another thing I should probably keep an eye out here. Or, I can't even say it, but keep an eye out for another card, which is another sort of $6 uncommon. Let me just see that. Where is that? Sorry, 2 seconds. Well, we move on. I'll move on from the lightning bolt, but I definitely want to check that out. It's just such a cool staple in many decks. I think it's been reprinted a number of times, but to get a foil of it, or sort of a more older foil when there's not sort of the new modern, Utopia Sprawl is the one I'm thinking about, isn't it? And Red Element Blast. We have a little look at those after to see if we've pulled any of those. But let's just check the lightning bolt in the foil. So I think people run 4 of those in many decks. So it's been reprinted a bunch of times as well, as you can probably imagine. I'd say it's not too much, like a $3 card, but still, I'd still take that. I'm probably going to use it myself. So go through these. Imperial Recruiter. It's a very nice card there, to be honest. Not too sure how much it's worth, but it definitely fits into quite a few decks. Another mythic anyway. I think it's about probably like a £6-7 card, so maybe just because it's been reprinted. Also, for some reason, people don't like maybe this set as much as other sets, even though sort of the cards in them are sort of similar or the same. Oh, maybe I'm just completely wrong with that, but I feel like this set is just slightly undervalued and not got the sort of the greatest thing. Oh, Praetorian Hulk, as I said, I've got it already, but take that. Another nice rare. Choking Tethers in the foil. Getting down to the last 3 packs. So, as I said, we've already got the Phyrexian Obliterator, so we're going to come out of this happy. We've got another few pretty decent big hits. I'm not sure if we'll break even. Maybe we will. As I said, there's quite a lot of uncommons and commons in here that are fairly good and definitely have some value. It's out of print. Hold on to a lot of the good cards unless they get reprinted a bunch of times, which they probably will do these days with Magic. But again, just a nice pack opening experience. A bit cheaper than going for like the double market. Oh, Tree of Redemption, another mythic there. Unfortunately, not one of the better ones, but so move that. So 2 left. It's obviously one of those classic. Okay, strike. Another counter spell. Probably got a play set of that now, just out of this, which is quite cool. Living Wish. That's the rare. I also have a soft spot for Phyrexian creatures, and also I've got a Captain Nagaroth deck that I picked up fairly recently that I particularly I was looking at that Phyrexian Obliterator 4, so I think that is going up in value because of that deck. So great to be able to pull it now. And another land, Rishadan Port, one of the better ones though. I think that is the second best rare of the set, and a foil uncommon there. I think overall we've got to be fairly happy. We go through maybe some of the bigger pools or the better pools that I think we got. So Rishadan Port, Tree of Redemption, sort of mythic there. Imperial Recruiter, mythic. This is just silly one, Lightning Bolt. Everyone loves a Lightning Bolt. Blood Moon. Nicola Bolas in a foil. Phyrexian Obliterator. Just a fantastic card. I mean, read that. Whenever a source deals damage to a Phyrexian Obliterator, that source controls, or that source controller sacrifices that many permanents. If you're late game into a commander game, no one's going to want to block this thing. And if you can equip it with something to protect it, or you can just generally just protect it, it's just going to be ridiculous. And you add the fact that you bolster it up with the Captain Nagaroth, and it's just to give it menace as well, harder to block. Lovely rare again. Ideolon of the Great Reveal. I think it's a very used card in different decks. I personally have not used it too many times. Also not used it at all actually. Also I'll be speaking more confidently about it, but it does look very cool. So happy to have that. And then probably one of the best of the set that we also pulled, Justice of Foil. Legendary Creature Angel 5/5 for I mean 7, but you got first flying and first strike. Just again like quite a lot of abilities on there. I think that's a very good card. Angels as well. If you have this as a commander, not only can you sort of still play fairly heavy creature angels, it just allows you to have sort of some of those better damage spells like your lightning bolts and stuff in those decks. So fantastic card. Well, thanks again everyone, really appreciate it. Obviously just new channel, so apologies for not the greatest setup, and but not the most confident as delivery, and still just getting new to this. But again, as I said, if we get to 100 subscribers, we're definitely going to do a giveaway, a fairly substantial one. Probably not going to give away a Phyrexian Altar, but basically any other card that you've seen open on any of my videos, I'll definitely be giving away. So at least one of them, like one of the higher end ones. So thank you very much, really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a lovely day, and like and subscribe to the channel.